So you always see the shop with motorcycle parts everywhere. Look at this. This is how we start the day off here. Drawers of cars, drawers of things, and volcanoes, and loop-de-loopers, and swoop-a-doopers, and... Oh. So it's time to start another day. I think of that movie Transformers, and our shop is becoming Transformers. In a half hour, I've got everything back, everything into the drying area. It just never ends. But I wanted to look at this. See, they dried up nice. This side, there's still an issue with the decals here. I'm going to have to wet sand that, I'm sure. The side plates, maybe one color sanding away. I don't know exactly what. As soon as I have my coffee, I'll evaluate it. But boy, this is not a great color. This really doesn't cover at all. It's unbelievable. It's almost like candy apple paint. But understand, high-end paint is relatively translucent. That's how you build that depth of color, like candy apple paint. The cheap paint, they put a bunch of stuff in it, and that's the end of it. But this is some high-end paint. I've never used this paint before either. Now what I wanted to do today, Luciano's supposed to stop by later today. I wanted to get, I hope, the last coat of yellow on this. Now where these decals are, this is where the tank was damaged. And there's several deep scratches that I think Luciano was the one who filled them with red lead. And what happens, the red lead, when the thinner hits the paint, sometimes it bleeds through, which is exactly what it did. So I'm going to color sand out the whole thing carefully and put another coat of yellow on this. Now my concern was this yellow is really light. The yellows that I've seen on Suzuki's are definitely not this I don't know, all these color matching issues. The Stevie Wonder paint matching company. But anyway, I'm going to get this whole thing sanded out, and maybe by the time he gets here, yeah, you can see there's going to be quite a bit of where the decals are. If you put the other decals on top of these decals, now they're doubly thick. You put the clear on, as soon as you go to sand the clear, the decal's going to pop right through. So, I know from having done this in the past, it's really deadly to put decals on top of decals and then try to sand the clear, or buff the clear. Or maybe he doesn't want to do that, I don't know. But, again, this is just going to take, you know, I may as well do most of it off camera. It's just going to be a very common sand out, but let me just show how these decals are. Boy, whenever you got to deal with these decals, they're coming right through. As soon as I touch that with sandpaper, they're coming right through. And this color is really light. I'm not sure it matches anything. But he said it does, but he's coming over to tell me in person. You can see these are all the high spots that would have come right through as soon as you would go to sand it clear or even color sand it. So, and here's the red lead popping through that little spot there. So, looks like it's paintable out there. I think we'll just put some more paint on it. Now for sure this is going to need another 5 coats to cover up these spots, but this paint is so thin. Wow. This is really a nightmare of a paint to use. And of course what you have to do is wait 10-15 minutes between coats, so this is going to absorb a big chunk of the morning session. And there's nothing you can do about it either. You can still see the decals on this side too, so. I don't know. Yellow, 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 yellow. We'll just have to tough it out and see if Luciano likes this color. But again, I've never seen a Suzuki this color. They're always a deeper yellow, or like the Yamaha yellow, the Kenny Roberts yellow. So I guess we'll see, as we always will. Coat one. Now, while I'm waiting for that to, the first couple of coats of that yellow to tack up and for Luciano to get here and approve that color, I can get some color sanding done on this, get this prepped up. Maybe this afternoon I can get some clear on it. I'd like to get some of these parts out of here soon. If you saw what this shop looks like when Miles is here, and then half hour later what it looks like when we turn it into, it's like Transformers. It's really funny. Anyway, this is going to be, I hope this color that Vlad has approved now. We can, once we finish these parts, we get working on the other two fairing parts. And all I need to do is just get this just scuffed and get all the dust out of it. And I think Turbo Steve's going to stop by, so we may have a social butterfly day here. I don't know. Get all these edges radiused if I can. And the lovely Mrs. Artnowski appears without bringing me coffee.
No picture.
No pictures. Now I'm waiting for Luciano to get here. I can get a couple of these little parts sanded, so when I mix up a batch of clear, I'll be able to get another coat of clear on everything that I have sanded out. Oh, the mouse is here! How can you make this up? He sneaks up on me.
Hello, that 250 Ninja.
Oh, you and your goddamn Ninja.
It's cheaper gas. It has enough power to move you around. Also, so you won't melt the plastic.
I think he has some.
I got something I don't use anymore.
Alright, so before Luciano came to check out his yellow, the mellow yellow, he said it's okay. We got some of these little parts painted. That tank is nice. Isn't that a nice shaped tank?
You think it is fair if it's on my Suzuki?
I think it would. Let's go put it on.
I just changed the decals.
And there's the lovely Mrs. Artnowski. Oh my God.
Good.
Anyway.
Wedding. It was like a wedding. The party we went for.
Yeah,
1 year old.
I'm going to start doing this.
How to be a 1-year-old, because who else would have
Big money never sleeps. I have to keep busy while everybody else parties. So you're happy with that color? Is that the bottom line here?
I'm happy. I'm very happy.
You sound like Happy Feet, the cartoon.
You're gonna get a big check in this month.
I see, but see, you can still see those decals. I can still see the shade.
I know.
I got to be real careful now. When I get those on, I'm going to mark it all with tape and then get them right on top of the old ones. Because oh boy, you know what? I think I'll let you put the decals on, and then I don't have to hear any bullshit from you when they don't line up.
This one's better. This side.
Well, I'm going to do the other side more. I'm not going to. This side's got to be better than this. I don't like to see that. I can see that. And if I can see it, somebody else is going to see it. Okay, Luciano went home. He's happy with his yellow. We're going to try to get some clear on while we have a good paintable day. Now, since Mark added these decals, obviously we have to shoot some more clear on these parts. 2 or 3 coats today will be enough. Man, it looks like it's going to be a great painting day today. It'll be a good riding day, except we got too much work to do. Oh, my birds are building a nest right on the side of my house here. How convenient. Now you look at the quality of that part. That part, absolutely beautiful. Wow. Even Luciano's impressed by this. So this is the other matching half to the motor. Wow, I think we've lucked out here. We've got a beautiful day for painting. Now we especially want to get this level where the decals are. Boy, have we hit a day. There's days the paint just lays down, and today is one of them. Wow. Again, we got the decals you want to bury. And we're just starting to have the wind come up. Nothing but top dollar for our babysitters. Oh my God. Mark, the bill is so... Ah, hold on to it. One finger. That's it. I thought we would beat the wind, but we really wouldn't. We just charge Mark extra, that's all.
This is the first coat of clear?
First coat, yeah.
Looks great. Looks great.
There's still some spots I gotta work on, but this
looks awesome. Looks really good.
I'm feeling Luciano's tank has some funky stuff in it.
What tank is that?
The Suzuki tank.
Oh! What, for which bike?
The new Suzuki, the yellow one.
He's painting it already?
He had it 3 days. He's got to paint it, right? Get some in there.
Goodness, all these guys are pushing my Kawasaki project back and back and back. Luciano's got to stop buying bikes. I'll never get it done.
He said it's no problem to let him ride his yellow Ducati on track day. Then maybe you get the damn thing painted all one color. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Let the wind blow. All the decals on this project. My God.
That looks really good.
Well, maybe.
This is going to be a sharp little bike.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. He had his Guzzies here the other day.
His what?
The new Motor Guzzies.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
And Jose was riding his BMW.
Oh, he loves that bike. He took it out again
It's like
today.
Vincent, same as Vincent.
Yeah, it's really nice. Sounds great too. Really quiet. Very nice. So that little guy
You
just
see it
flying.
first here. Yeah. So Luciano and Glenn both abandoned me without helping me do all the sanding today, but anyway, I wanted to get one more sanding and one more amount of paint on this. And I know what you're thinking. Why don't you just take that red lead crap and put it... Nah. No. We're not painting cars in Cuba here. This has got to be a quality job. And even though Luciano, sometimes he doesn't really appreciate it, we always try to do our very best. The customer is always wrong here at Grandpa Windy's. Anyway, each time I do this, what you can see happening, the reason I want to show it, and that'll be ready in a few minutes. It's beautiful outside too. We'll get one more coat of yellow on that, and then we should be done. That's all the yellow paint that's going on this bike. Now I'm just looking around at how some of the stuff is drying up here because we have an exceptionally good day. That first coat of clear, there's still some touch-up spots on that fairing. We know about that. These Bimota parts are just jewelry. Wow, they came out nice. Vlad, you're going to love these parts. I started on those other two fairing parts tomorrow, but I think when Glenn left here today, he said he might have tomorrow off. He can come by and strip that tank, get some of the green put on this. With this, the way this whole thing played out, this day just played out just great. Unbelievable. Yeah, that fairing looks, that's really going to look nice. Wow. And of course, who knew? The yellow tank, the famous yellow tank with 6 gallons of yellow paint on it. Finally, it looks like we got that. It's flat enough to put the decals on the next session. Boy, as I walk around this, I will never forget how much work went into this. Wow, this has been a truly, even by Luciano's standards, a labor of love. And in the next couple of days, we still have to hear from Mark if he wants to keep this yellow or try to get it. See, it's really a little bit too light as far as matching the picture goes. But again, that's up to him. And these parts, wow, they just couldn't be nicer. So it's been one heck of a productive day.